There is a moment in every journey of faith when God will lead you to a crossroads, a place where you have to make a decision. Will I keep holding the pen to my own story, or will I hand it over to the one who knows the end from the beginning? Most of us don't realize how tightly we're gripping the steering wheel of our lives until the road gets bumpy, until something happens that shakes us, a job loss, a betrayal, a diagnosis, a dream that collapses. Suddenly we're faced with the truth that no matter how hard we try, we're not really in control. But instead of releasing, we wrestle. Instead of surrendering, we strategize. We try to patch the plan, glue the pieces, rewrite the script ourselves, hoping we can still manage the outcome. But can I tell you something in love? You can't outwrite God. You can't outplan Him, outthink Him, or outpace Him. And the longer you try, the more anxious, frustrated, and exhausted you'll become, because you weren't created to carry the weight of writing your own destiny. That's God's job. And when you try to take it over, you step into a burden you were never meant to bear. You see, control feels safe, but it's a false safety. Control whispers lies like, if you manage everything perfectly, nothing will go wrong. But life doesn't play by those rules, and neither does growth. God doesn't call you to manage your story. He calls you to trust Him with it. Think of Peter in the storm. The wind was howling, the waves were crashing, and Jesus said, "Come." Peter stepped out of the boat, not with full control, not with certainty, but with faith. But the moment he looked at the storm instead of the Savior, he began to sink. Why? Because you can't walk in the supernatural while clinging to natural fears. You can't receive a new story while trying to control the old one. Letting go of control is terrifying, yes, but it's also liberating. Because when you surrender the pen, you stop living from panic and start living from peace. You stop performing for approval and start resting in identity. You stop hustling for security and start dwelling in divine provision. There is peace in surrender. There is clarity in letting go. There is strength that comes not when you try harder, but when you trust deeper. Abraham learned this.